I feel
I think a pandemic.
Yeah, that happened.
The department that publishes everyone's stories.
very likely. Not reporters. We are the base,
Absolutely. Like, who produces the stories that need to be published, huh? Social media?
Who
does
reads
that?
the stories
We do
that
that.
staff publishes?
I mean, I feel like magazine is pretty great because we actually do stories that are important.
It's not about the quantity, it's about quality.
Oh.
So the department who produces podcasts, the Daily Show, and also the multimedia pieces, I think we're the best department.
Not Jew.
Um,
Not Jew. She's very mean. She's very rude.
I agree.
Me?
Yeah, I think I'm a very
Oh.
charismatic editor.
Although, I feel like that this changed this semester. Like, I feel like I was a little meaner. But, I don't know.
Ifa?
Yeah.
I think it's Ifa.
I vote for Rifa.
I vote for myself.
I do not vote for if there's a veto, I would veto ABQ because no.
Why? What did I do to you?
We're online. I feel
I think a pandemic.
Yeah.
I think it was really challenging for multimedia department because there were like just so many restrictions that were imposed by university. So we weren't allowed to like go bring our camera and just like film, and it's hard to produce good multimedia stories if it's not visual. And yeah.
I also think that because the Daily Q is a very like we do in-person meetings, we do a lot of like other activities, so and that's kind of essential to the Daily Q to bring this sense of community so reporters work together. That's something we didn't have this time because of the pandemic.
I think one of the things was just that the lack of events happening around Education City. There was not much that was happening in Education City for the past 1 year. Everything was cancelled, everything was closed, and now there's like more restrictions and everything. So it just kept getting harder and harder throughout the year. Getting 1,000 followers on Instagram.
I guess we published every day. We're actually daily this year. Like for the most part, we were daily, which wasn't even happening pre-pandemic.
I also feel like for a change, we like reported on events that people can at least relate to, or like they know about something that's happening in real time, and we were doing that a lot more because we wanted to emphasize on kind of doing stories that our audiences want to read, as opposed to any other story that might be happening.
I mean, I'm not leaving, so but I'll go first. I feel like, the Daily Q should take more of a visual side. I don't know, I have maybe a personal bias, but I feel like more visuals because those are the things that people are enjoying the most on Daily Q. So maybe that.
Yeah, and for me, one more thing is that I would want us to have like communication channels between us and our audience, because everybody really just focuses on criticizing the Daily Q every other time we write or report on a very controversial topic, but nobody really recognizes the work that we do on the ground as editors, what goes into the process of editing.
Everyone is our favorite.
All of them equally.
I love them equally.
We have no favorites.
I'm just gonna be honest, I don't love them equally, but I cannot say who my favorite is.
I don't love them all equally either. I like them all equally.
How is that different? It's a different metric, but it's the same outcome.
Sorry.
No comment. I love the Daily Q.
I love the Daily Q.
In the future, definitely change from misconceptions. I think that Ed was talking about earlier, that there are these misconceptions that, you know, we have an agenda that's kind of dictated by NUQ in some way, and that we're not independent. Then, you know, our faculty advisor influences us, and the journalism department influences us. It's true that we work with all these entities to, you know, do copy editing and, you know, get advice and all that stuff. But I don't think they necessarily like impact our work as much as people think. Like the faculty advisor's role is not as intrusive as people think, and I think to a great extent we're independent, and I think I would love for more people to join us and work with us so they know how this process works.